Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Then immediately, can I go the right way? Go to Keith's channel at 93 Lumber, spelled out. I'll add him in the description box below. So you just click on it and do the same thing there. What's up, Keith?
Not much. How are you?
Good, yeah. It's always my favorite part. You just asked me how I was or how I am. Like we haven't been talking for the last 10, 15 minutes before we started filming. All right, so we are reviewing this on a Tuesday, but I'm posting this on a Saturday because we have a qualifier for Cellar Saturday. So this is Ommegang's 20th anniversary. You all right? Oh, I thought there's like a bug in there or something. 20th anniversary ale. It's a 750 milliliter bourbon barrel aged Belgian style dark ale from 2017. If I didn't say that, so it's 8 years old at time of review. Neither one of us saw an ABV on it, so I did look that up. It's on the internet, it says 11.5, which it's a like special dark Belgian beer aged in bourbon barrels. I believe that. 6 months it was aged in those barrels. Ommegang doesn't seem to like to age their stuff too long in barrels. Buffalo Trace, if I didn't say Buffalo Trace. And I think that's everything. I swear, Keith, I'm going to let you talk.
Well, this is still part of the intro, so.
True. And my Wi-Fi is on the lowest bar right now, so I'm like, oh, great. I wonder if it's going to cut out. You can hear me and see me okay? Like we're good to keep going? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I guess it does the local recordings too, whatever. So I was telling Keith before we started, I just jammed my right hand ring finger. So if I struggle opening this, I'm going to blame that and not my weak body. So I have had this before. Keith, have you ever had this?
No. Oh, I should say Kyle gave me this.
Yeah.
My bottle is from Kyle. So.
You better say that. Yeah, I bought 2 or 3 bottles myself, and then my aunt was there with some friends, and she's like, "Oh, Kyle likes beer," so she brought back this 4-pack of Rosetta, which was a lambic. I don't know if they still make that, and maybe something else. And I was like, "Oh, thanks! Like that's awesome. I have some of these, but they age really well, I think." So I think I ended up having 4. But anyway, you ready to go? You're good?
Yeah.
All right. I got proper glassware. My no, I got a real, but it is. They used to do this as a tasting glass. I just think it was. I have a few of them. They're just the coolest tasting glasses at Ommegang. But no, I have a real glass.
I actually have that Ommegang glass somewhere, but it's in a box,
really?
and I wasn't about to.
I don't blame you for not looking for it. Yeah,
I also really like this glass. This Beidou CL, or however you pronounce it.
It's a good looking glass. Yeah, I have a few Ommegang glasses. I don't even know why I picked this one. Do they put a picture of what glass they want you to serve it in? No. What's that? Yeah. Russian River does that, or just does like don't do pint glasses. Anyway, it's super murky brown. I see particulates in mine when I hold it up to the light off camera. I mean, trying to minimize the reflection off my screen. But yeah, you can kind of see how brown with a little bit of red.
Yeah.
Sorry, Keith, I'm dominating again. What are your thoughts on how it looks?
Exactly what you said.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, go ahead.
Not much of a head.
No, it went down quickly.
It's cola-y. Kind of carbonation.
It's a good way of putting it. All right, we'll do aroma. You're going to go first this time. So just to mentally prepare yourself. All right, let's smell it.
I'm getting a little bit of... It happened with the beers that I was drinking last night. I was drinking Thomas Hardy's, and they were cold when I opened them, and when I was drinking them cold, I was getting I was getting like a tangy thing, and I'm getting a little bit of that in this, but also mine is still cold because once they warmed up, it went away.
Oh,
So
that's
I
interesting.
don't know.
Yeah, Keith and I are both drinking these a little colder than they probably should be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, but it's like a apricot-y kind of thing, which is it's like halfway between like fresh and dried apricot. Um, Specifically talking about like that kind of tangy thing I'm getting. Um, I actually do get a little bit of like how you like to say like the illusion of I don't know if I'm getting like bourbon and like the barrel and like spirit and stuff, but I feel like I'm getting something.
Yeah, like I was saying in the
And
intro, they're not very heavy-handed with their barrel aging, or the bear, and then how the barrel character comes through in the beer. I do get a little bit of that. It's not for me. It's not like like a huge aroma. I do
yeah,
have to kind of search for it. I love the apricot thing. I had a barley wine I reviewed the other day, and it had dried fruits, and I said apricot was one of them, which I don't typically say. And it's interesting how I also different style, but I do find that here. So I'm glad you said that. But it's hitting a little different than how that barley wine had
right.
the stone. It's just interesting. Like it's the closest thing I can say to it, but it is different from this other style I experienced yesterday or even the day before. It was very recent. Anyway, some Belgianiness, like I can smell, right?
Yeah.
Belgian yeastiness.
Um yeah, like you said, it's not like it smells like a Belgian dark ale, but it's not, and it might be like it's probably a little oxidized, so maybe that's why it's not uh in your face. But there's like a chocolate note in there. There's like the dark fruit notes. It smells good.
It does smell good. What I smell does smell good. Slight molasses is the only thing I'd add to what you just said, actually. Anything else about the aroma before we get into the taste?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, let's get into the taste. All right. Can we do this? All right.
Oh yeah, I gotta hold on. I gotta
So
go
you're
this way.
right. Other way. Other way. Are you and I flipped? You're being a
Yeah.
jerk. Are you doing this on purpose, or do you
No,
think that
on
we're
my
touching glasses?
yeah, on my screen we're touching glasses.
Are you being serious right now?
Are you looking at the bottom or the top?
Mine are the same. Mine were. We look like we're trying to have the same picture, and where glasses are on. That's so weird. I wonder how it's going to look on YouTube.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's weird.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's because on screen. That's weird.
yeah. I don't get it.
Maybe it's. I think the big screen is the one that's on YouTube.
But
But
even on
you're
the
saying
little
both of
stuff,
yours on this thing?
yeah, mine are the same on both. The bigger and the smaller.
Interesting.
People in the comment section, there's something you can comment on. Did we clink or
Yeah.
not? All right. Cheers, Keith.
Or should we go both ways just in case?
I'm drinking this beer.
Thank you. Cheers. Mm. Interesting.
All right.
Do you
My
do you
bottle,
want to start on this?
or if you have, I mean, you said interesting. So if you have something right off the bat that you think's interesting,
No. No, go ahead.
I'll say one thing. Definitely past its prime. I mean, like
Yeah.
the aging has shown a presence without going sideways. Like at least my bottle is not like infected or something, but it's definitely not the best it has ever been. All right, so there's my first thought. What do you have?
I agree with that. The first sip I took, I got a whole lot of barrel and bourbon, and not a whole lot of the beer. It's just like
Interesting.
it seems like the second sip was a little more cohesive, but the first sip was like that, kind of like it's kind of like it has some oxidation, but it only affected the beer part of it and not the barrel aging part of it.
I also had to take a quick sec. I didn't have to, but I wanted to take a quick second sip, and the second was a more cohesive experience for me as well. I do get some barrel and bourbon, but the first sip, and it's funny. I was saying this in this video. Actually, I guess the way I'm posting this, it would be a video from last week, not the prior week, but the week before. Anyway, where it's like what this beer is supposed to be, but almost like a picture filter, but it's filtered through a little too much aging. So like the notes that should be here are here. They're just not peak flavor, you know?
Yeah.
Like I do get dried fruits and stuff.
Yeah. Because I get way more of that apricot thing than I do like dark fruits or any of like the Belgian-y stuff.
I mean,
well, not to say that the apricot thing isn't a Belgian-y thing, but
yeah, there is a good amount of apricot, and this is a style that I don't think I say the word apricot often when I'm drinking one.
Right.
The chocolate thing from the aroma, I do get some chocolate in the taste. The alcohol is there for me, but not like too much. It's not taking me out of the sip. It's not burning.
Yeah.
But I do get alcohol. I wouldn't even say necessarily warming in the. Perhaps the slightest warming in my chest where I could actually like register. Oh yeah, there is like a warming. Yeah. But like honestly, if I wasn't reviewing this beer and I was just drinking it, it's so minimal. I probably wouldn't even process my body was experiencing it.
Yeah. I think also probably the alcohol is a little more noticeable because the beer itself is muted a bit.
That's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if that like if it does math like that, because it is happening. The dark dark Belgian candy syrup? What is it?
Belgian candied sugar.
Sure, yeah. Like that's I get that aspect of it. They originally came in these Pringle can, which are cool. I was going to read the back for tasting notes, unless you want to say anything first.
No.
Because I don't think the stuff I saw online. Yeah, this isn't. They didn't have this for on Untapped when I looked up the ABV and saw that it was Buffalo Trace in 6 months. Aging in bourbon barrels has created deep mahogany hue. I think that's fair, with aromas of oak, bourbon, caramel, toffee, molasses, and chocolate. I mean, we did talk about oak and bourbon in the experience. Neither one of us said caramel, toffee. One of us said molasses. I think I said molasses, and you said chocolate, and I agree with you 100% about chocolate. So we definitely have some similar tasting notes. Mouthfeel is smooth and luscious with a bit of weight. The drying finish helps balance the sweetness. Yeah, it's not like bone drying the finish, but I guess for a beer that has 11.5% ABV and sugar added to it, it has a relatively dry finish for how it could be. I know it has that syrup added. Maybe that was also on Untapped because I know I saw that. Anyway, all right, another sip, and let's see what else we want to say about how it tastes.
When you were reading that, I had a thought, and then as soon as you were done reading, I completely forgot it.
Sorry, brother. There's the slight, a pretty slight astringency I'm getting now. I don't know if it's alcohol or
I just got it too.
yeah,
I just
it's definitely past its prime. There's no question about that. I'm not like
it's
mad at it either, but it's like it so clearly was a better beer 3 years ago, whatever, 5 years ago. Anyway,
talking about that astringency. It's kind of a like a like a like a citrus like kind of cleaner that's like super citrus, but it's like an eco-friendly one, so it smells like natural, like actually natural, and it doesn't just smell like chemicals.
yeah, I think that's like
Um,
the dead hops taking that out. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought citrus, but like that last sip I was looking for, I totally get what you mean. Um, a newer note that I'm also now kind of processing. It does not taste like I bit into a red grape, but just the taste of the skin of a red grape. So it's not like grape juice to me. It's not winey, but
oh yeah,
like I'm
yeah,
about
yeah,
to
yeah.
bite the red grape. Which a beer like this can have a grape. No, I mean it's not like I probably say that more often than I would apricot for the style, but it's not something I always get in the style either.
Yeah, like I agree with what you're saying, but I am also getting like it's not like acidity, but it's like almost that. So I am getting like a little bit of
Oh, I
like
could
uh
see. Oh, sorry.
like I drank a glass of wine. I drank a glass of red wine and then I wanted water and I didn't wash the glass out, but I just put water in that glass and then drank it. There's
Yeah,
it's like a
interesting.
very
That's a great way to explain that sensation. I do get that, but only in the aftertaste. Like I get some now where I could see a relatively dry white wine that went through the glass and then the water,
mhm,
like you were saying, which is interesting because it was so not a white wine grape that in my head of the skin.
yeah.
Um, and maybe some of that's the oak tricking me into the going into the wine.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you said acidity in the sip, you know what I can see a little bit is balsamic vinegar, but like you started reducing it to make the glaze, so it wouldn't have it'd be
Mm.
sweeter, but not like you're still in the process of boiling
Oh
it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
I see that.
vinegary like balsamic vinegar is, but it's not full on balsamic
Yeah.
glaze yet either. You still got to stir the pan as it's like I don't know 3/4 of the way to the glaze. So I get that still that little bit of acidity. I think there is a little bit of acidity, Keith. Um, not that we have to agree that there actually is acidity, but I think I do get some actual acidity, but it's not vinegary either.
Yeah. I remember what I was going to say when you were reading. Like
Okay.
cuz you're reading this and it's like uh what was it? Smooth and luscious with a bit of weight or whatever. And it just reminds me of like craft breweries that like use so many adjectives
Oh yeah.
in explaining like how the flavors and whatever, and then but it's like this is the beer they put out.
Yeah.
Like obviously this beer was better at some point.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
This
Ommegang.
was very good
Yeah,
fresher. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So so it just reminds me of like newer craft breweries that
Oh
like
yeah.
do the description and then they'll put like this beer out. Like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
tastes like
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Because it's like luscious is not a word I'd use for this. You know, like yeah, like and even fresh. I don't think of course, I don't really like. I don't know if I ever naturally say that word either. It's more like, hey, when's Alchemist making more luscious? That's probably the only time I ever say that
yeah.
word. I got a targeted ad. I mean, this is, I guess, beer related. I got a targeted ad today, but it was a hot sauce that uses heady topper. I'm like, I mean, at least that's
Uh,
like in the ballpark of an interest I actually have. like some of this stupid, like, anyway,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. All right, any final thoughts before we officially wrap this up, Keith?
No, I think it's good. Like I said, I haven't
Cool.
had this before, but I think you have. I don't know if you specifically said you've had it
I
before,
have had
but
it. I
I
had it fresher. I'll have to. I'm sure I reviewed it even. Um, sorry. Keep going.
but
It
yeah,
is
it's
good.
it's
Yes,
not
it's good.
it's good, not
It's
bad.
not very good. It's
Yeah,
not bad. It's good.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, guys, like I said, make sure you check out Keith at 93 Lumber. It's all spelled out, but if you don't want to spell it out, just click it. I'll put it in the description box below. So you go there, you subscribe to him, you check him out. Then when you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews of both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Keith, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.